Ugborodo community. Well, the purpose of the meeting, as you can see, it's a general meeting of Ugborodo community. By Ugborodo community, I mean Ugborodo Federated community, made up of several communities, principally 5 communities. That this would be Ugborodo, Ogidigbe, Ajudaibo, Madao, and Ijao. So this is a general meeting. It's been a while we had this sort of, and the agenda for this meeting is well laid out. First is the issue of the protests that we just had trying to picket Chevron, and the journey so far. We've held several meetings with them, and we suspended the protest to give room for further discussion. Not that we have called off the protest, because I must make that very clear. We only suspended it based on some understanding between Chevron and us. And also, it was more or less a tripartite meeting between also the regulatory agency for the PIA. As a matter of fact, the follow-up meeting has just been confirmed to us between Chevron, Ugborodo Committee, and the Regulatory Commission of the PIA. The follow-up meeting, it's the tripartite meeting, is Tuesday next week. And so talks are ongoing. Chevron is showing some commitment, if you will. They have visited this community twice since after we suspended the protest. And so talks are ongoing, and principally as it concerns the PIA. And as part of the agenda today, one very critical agenda we took today was which was part of our demand in the protest against Chevron, that Ugborodo community want to have our own PIA, our own trust. And you can see by unanimous resolution of Ugborodo people today, we have agreed that our own trust, as different from whatever trust from other parts of Ishekiri land, we have agreed that it should be called, and it is so called, Ikpere Host Community Development Trust. Ikpere. And for those who know Ugborodo well, Ikpere is synonymous to Ugborodo. It's just like Ishekiri is synonymous to Warri, or Ishekiri is synonymous to Iwere. Ikpere is synonymous to Ugborodo, and the Indigenes at this general meeting have unanimously agreed and resolved that our own host PIA should be called Ikpere Host Community Development Trust. So that's one very critical decision we took today. Other issues discussed are more of internal issues, you understand, and certain agreements were also reached on that. And I must quickly tell you too, and that we are not just, because it's not only Chevron that is implementing PIA, or only Chevron that is operating in Ugborodo land. We also have Shell operating in Ugborodo land. As a matter of fact, as we speak, we have issued some statement, I think yesterday. We have issued Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria. We issued them 7 days notice, starting from yesterday, to do what Chevron is doing now by coming to Ugborodo to discuss with us, for us to agree, because the PIA and the accompanying regulation by the regulatory agency is very clear. It is host community based. So we are only saying, we are not asking for too much. We are only saying follow the law, the extant laws of the PIA, stricto sensu. Follow it to the letter. That is the Bible. That is the Quran of PIA. And we Ugborodo people, Ugborodo community are only saying, let's follow the law in constituting the trustees, the board of trustees, because there are 3 organs of the PIA. The board of trustees. Once you set up the board of trustees, the board of trustees will set up the second organ, which is the management committee. Once you set up the management committee, it's the trustee that will set up the management committee. Then the management committee will set up the advisory committee, which will be populated by people from the community. So everything about PIA is host community based. So I wonder when we hear that Chevron at the initial stage, maybe they are trying to recalibrate now and do the right thing, going outside, meeting with some alien people in the name of Ugborodo outside Warri Southwest local government. Ugborodo is in Warri Southwest local government. Even if you want to meet, you meet with us in our community, but you went as far as Warri South, meeting with some people. I think those are sham rendezvous, and I think Chevron is now doing the right thing. The regulatory agency has stepped in, and they are to mediate, because the regulatory agency is really for the community, not for the IOCs. And like I said, we have also served Shell the same notice to come and comply with the extant law guiding the PIA.
Okay.
Did you see any dissenting voice here? So people can dissent for all we care. People that cannot even come to the community, people that are not adding value to the community, so they can dissent. Those are fifth columnists. So I don't call them dissenting voices. They are just fifth columnists. Most of them are not even Ugborodo Indigenes. Most of them have no stake here. So they can go outside Ugborodo communities and be dissenting for all we care. So they are fifth columnists, not really dissenting voices. As you are operating on our land, the Otumara Axis and the rest of them, we will march on them peacefully. We will do what we have to do within the ambit of the law. And that is allowed. That is allowed within the ambit of the law, and that's what we will do. We are not standing alone. It's autonomous as far as PIA implementation is concerned, and our own name for the PIA is Ikpere Host Community Development Trust. Very clear. We are not very unambiguous about it, and that is with no disrespect to anybody or any institution. You understand? We are only saying we are following stricto sensu what is in the law. The law says it's host community. It does not say it's any other institution, and that's the resolution we have taken here today. And we have also, told you that talks are ongoing with Chevron. They have visited twice here. All those demands we made, electricity, water, empowerment, job, they have made at least commitment that they will attend to it. And like I also told you, a tripartite meeting we hold on Tuesday, and where we believe, we expect that the whole matter will be put to bed, will be put to rest, and so we'll know we have closed the chapter then, and it is then we can say we have called off the strike. But for now, we have only suspended the the protest rather, to give room for this ongoing discussion. But for Shell, we have served them notice. We expect them to take us seriously, because we've written to them several times, but we just felt let's do this last 7 days ultimatum and see whether they will, respond positively. If they don't, we do the needful.
When is the 7 days expiring?
It started yesterday.
Your name again? Ikpere,